Hey there, this is Russell. I'm basically going to explain to you how I play Deuteronomy 6 by Preson Phillips. And so I hope this video is beneficial. I'm not quite sure how to explain it so well, but I hope I can do an okay job. But first and foremost, I guess, starting from the beginning is we start out on capo 3. We're in the key of G. And if you're like me, the first G chord that I learned had the your pinky and your ring finger on the 3rd fret, and then 2nd fret with the index finger, and then middle finger on the 3rd fret. That's the G chord that I learned, and that's the one that I use in this song for the most part. But it's modified a little bit after a while, but I'll get to that in a little bit. But so we start out with that G chord, but then it sounds kind of interesting. We hear the 7th, that twangy, dissonant 7th in there, and so we have to figure out, okay, well, how do I get that sound in there with the rest of it still sounding like a G? And so what I do is I keep my middle finger where it's at on the G chord. I mute the 2nd string down with the fatty part of that finger, so you can't hear it, but you can hear this, the lowest one. You can't hear the 2nd one. And then I move my index or my pointer finger over to the bottom string on the 2nd fret. And then I can lift up my pinky. So it sounds like a G, just like a G, except without the 2nd string, until I lift up my pinky, and it sounds like a G add 7. And so that's kind of the process. We go from that G to the 7, G to the 7, E minor, and then basically what I do is I take my middle finger, I keep all of these 3 fingers, my pointer finger, my ring finger, and my pinky. I keep them in the same place, and then I move my middle finger to the 2nd string down, 2nd fret, just like an E minor. And so this is just a modified E minor chord. So it goes from the G to the G7, G7 to the E minor, E7, E7 now to the C, and that's when it kind of gets a little messed up. But so what I do on the C is I hammer on basically a string down for 1 beat. Okay, so I go, I don't even know how to explain this, so I hope you can see it. It goes, actually they're pull-offs, not hammer-ons, pull-offs. Okay, and so that kind of gives you the set for first part of the song, like the first verse and stuff. But these are honestly the only chords in the song, and so if you can get these down, you can play the whole thing. So I'll just play it real quick, and I'll sing along, and I'll try to make sure you can see where my fingers are at, even though it's probably going to be backwards because of my camera. So I hope you can follow along. So. You, O Lord, and the choice that you offer between blessing and curse. For blessed are the ones that remain in you. O Lord, stretch out your hand and lay Canaan before me. Ability's not what I have, but it's your tender mercies. And then we get to the chorus, and so it's basically the same. It's just a C, G, and there are no like 7 chords in this one. So it starts out just with C. With the I do a hammer on and pull off on the C just because I like the way it sounds. You don't have to do that, but it's just what I like, and so I do it. It's kind of how I learned the song. I just messed it up and continued playing it like that. So if you don't want to do that, feel free not to. But it starts out with a C, then to a G, D, C, and then that's over and over. G, back to the beginning again. So that's honestly the song. If you guys have any questions or comments, if you couldn't see the chords very well or anything, just let me know. I'm not very good at writing tabs. I just tried just a little bit ago for like 30 minutes trying to figure out a tab for this for you, but I couldn't. So I hope this helps a little bit. If anything, yeah, just message me back and I'll try to repost a video if this one isn't well made or anything. So just let me know. Thanks. Talk to you.